Hello! Happy holidays, friends. I hope everybody enjoyed a wonderful Thanksgiving. Time flew by so quickly. A year almost went by, and I want to thank you for all your supports and your friendship with my program, Happy Life, and also my book, Happy Life Book. Thank you, my golden audience. Welcome you to join our Happy Life show again. And I wish you all will have a very happy and Merry Christmas and prosperous year of 2012 to come. All the best to you and your family and your friends. Today, I want to talk about giving is receiving, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best time to talk about giving, isn't it? Holidays, we all want to give our love, the gifts to the children, the friendship and support our families. And that is the best time to share our love during these holiday seasons. And I want to share a few jokes with you that I have heard during past weeks, because during these happy times, there's a lot of wonderful and happy jokes exchanged among families and friends. So, I would like to share a few stories that I've heard recently with you, and I hope that you all can enjoy listening. The first joke is, enough or a little bit more. That's the name of the joke. A man got off from work. He tried to catch a bus, and he missed that bus. So he chased the bus all the way home. He was a little tired, but he ran to his wife and said, I missed the bus, but I chased the bus home, and I ran as fast as I can, and I'm home now, and you know what? I saved $1. The wife looked at the gentleman and said, chase a bus, save $1? Why don't you chase a cab? Oh, then you can save $10. Well, that may be a joke, but there's a moral with the joke. During the holidays, or maybe sometimes, we have to give ourselves just a little bit more, an extra mile or extra smile. Whatever the situation come in front of us, we have to find a reason to be happy. And that's all about happiness, isn't it? So, this time I think the gentleman is going to catch a cab the next time, saving $10. The next story I want to talk about is about the difference between heaven and hell. That's a little bigger topic that I want to talk about, especially during the holidays. But there's another moral with this presentation. A young angel came and met with God and asked God, what is the difference between heaven and hell? The God smiled and took this young angel to a room. He opened the door, and the young angel looked inside. There are many people surrounding this large table. Right in the center of this large table, there's a huge bowl of delicious food. But all the people around the table were hungry, skinny, and unhappy. They are holding a spoon, was connected with their hands, The spoon is not this small because the food is so far away in the center of the table. So when they bring the food back, normally we feed ourselves like this, right? But because the food is so far away in the center of the round table, so when they bring back the food, they couldn't eat it. They were so frustrated. And they were worthless. So God said to this young angel, this is hell. You cannot even eat your own food. Acknowledged it. So they walked into the next room, and after the door was open, same situation. Large room, round table, a bowl of beautiful, delicious food for all the people around the table. And everyone has the same large spoon. But the difference is, everyone was smiling, happy, and joking with each other. They had a ball. This young angel asked God, what was that? God said, this is heaven. I think we all a little confused. Same table, same bowl of great food, and yet we have two different groups of people, and one, we call them, is in hell, and the other one is in heaven. But the moral behind that is that when God explained to this young angel, when you are not able to feed for yourself, feed others with the same spoon. So all the other people around you, after you give, you receive. So giving is receiving. Is it easy for you to pick up the food and hand it to your neighbors and your friends and share with them, and everybody can enjoy that? But that is not about the food. That is about the love, the sharing, the process of doing the right thing, sharing your food, sharing your helping hands, your love. That process brings joy to you. When you feel that, you are in paradise. You are in heaven. That is the moral of the second story, comparing to the first. So the third story that I would like to share with you is not something that I heard recently, but something that I want to talk about for a long, long time. Is that a young gentleman approached to a door called Happy Door. A happy door. All he want to do is to peek inside and take a look. What is behind that happy door? Why do they call it a happy place? But there is a God standing in front of this door and told this young man, he said, you can't come in to this door. The young man asked, why? Because you have to go through me first. So the young gentleman was a little depressed, but he said, I'm coming back. I'm going to get stronger, and when I will be back, I'm going to walk through that door. 10 years later, this young man became a quick fighter. He came back and talked to this God again. He said, I want to walk by this door. I want to see what it's all about with this happy place. The God said, you see, you got stronger, but so did I. Look at me. That strong young man felt a little depressed again. He said, I am going back. I'm going to train a slew of armies. I'm coming back to visit you. So 10 years later, he became a general, one of the best fighters in the world. He brought his whole army along with him, and look at this door again and again. This God stand right in front of the happy door and said, no, no, you're not coming through here. Not then, not now. The general was extremely upset. He said, why not? I have the power and I have the army. But the God said to him quietly and calmly and said, well, you may win through me, but you don't know how much power that behind me that is going to defeat you. Whew! That was not very nice. But this great general went home again. And 10 years later, he became the king of the country. And he came back with his power, reputation, and he demanded this man to allow him to go through this door once for all. But this God said, no, 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 not for you. You're not coming through here. Not then, not 10 years ago, not now, and not forever. This king said, oh, I don't know what I need to do, but I have all the wealth in the world for you. Just let me walk through this door. Yes? How much wealth do you have? This God asked him. The king said, any number that you want to let me know. It will be all yours. I just want to see what happiness is all about. The man said, no, sir, not even bribery would not buy you a place in the happy land. This king returned back his palace, and he became old. He went back to see this God once again. He said, I beg you, let me go through and take a look and pick what is the happy valley is all about. What is this happy land is all about. I'm old now. I'm near death. The God told him with sympathy. He said, my king, this door was always there for you. It made for you. But you just keep asking instead of walking through this happy door. Then the God slammed the door shut. And now the king realized he had the right to get into this door at any time he wished, but he was lacking of confidence. He kept asking himself and others, what do I need to do in order for me to get over these obstacles and challenges, to see the rest of the world, of the land of the happiness? Sometimes it's not about the extra mile. It's not about sharing or love. Sometimes it's about believing in ourselves. That's why we said all along, life have many different perspectives. Some we call inside the box. Some we call that outside the box. But for you and for your loved ones, we all need to look beyond the box. And let me explain. That is exactly what the free story is all about. We just talked about. The first, we understood it. It's kind of simple, isn't it? As long as we can please our wife, our loved ones, everything's gone back to normal. We all found happiness. The second one, story about heaven and hell, as long as we want to help other people, we found happiness. And the third one, we have to go a little bit beyond that. We not only have to believe what's going on, but also believe in ourselves that yes, we can. When we look and talk about a pin, when we look the pin from the top and try to look inside of it, we see the point. That's what we see. If you don't believe me, you can try it. You see a point of your pin. That is inside the box. You say, let's look at outside of the box. So this pin that you look at it is not only a pin, but it is your tool. Because you're going to use your pen to write something, to illustrate something. So it's a piece of tool when you look outside of the pen or the box. But there's another perspective about this pen. Other than just look at from the top, the side, we can look at its purpose. What can it do for us? Believe it or not, it represents your mindset, your view, your idea, your success and failure. Because with that pen, you can not just only illustrate anything, but also your desire, your purpose. You can plan. So this is a little bit more than just a piece of tool when you think about inside, outside, or beyond the box or beyond the pen. And sometimes we have to understand that, yes, anything that we come across in life, we can utilize it to use it as part of our tool. And also, when we have a plan to go along with that, they become our mission. And all of those plannings become our reality when we have our vision, our willing to work hard and have the plan. All of a sudden that anything is possible. It's not hard to walk through the gate of Happy Land. All you need to do just, yes, I want to do it, and regardless what other people tells me that I couldn't get through, yes, if I want to find happiness, it's your privilege, your right, and your own choice that you all can live a happy life. Happiness is not far away from you. It's live within yourself. And let me give you my way of interpretation about happiness. When you find your own flaw, you can always stand tall and feel happy. The old American saying, one person's flaw is other people's ceiling. And other people's ceiling can be anybody else's flaw. We all heard about that. But sometimes we have to not just listen, but listen carefully. And then exercise with our patience and to try to find that flaw. And once we understand that, if we don't compare ourselves with other people, any flaw, a great flaw for us to stand on and able to stand tall, because once you get your foot on that floor, you can find a way to moving forward. And that is what is important. That's why we never want to give up our mission, our purpose in life. Our dream can be bubbled, but never give up. We can always to find the second, third, fourth dreams. Not all the dreams come true, but the participation, the process is what we are trying to achieve in life. As long as you are able to improve 1% each time, one step each day, you find a lot of happiness. Believe that. I had been in that situation. Well, After we talk about beyond the box, now we want to talk about your perspective, how you can find happiness and how you can help your family and friends to achieve and living a happier life. I want to share that idea with you. You may or may not see this glass is full or empty unless I shake it. It's right here, it's half full. Well, you may say I'm optimistic because to some people they may be half empty. But if you're at a restaurant, the waiter is nearby, always full, right? When you're at home, your faucet, your refrigerator, juice, tea, always full. There are many, many resources around us that we can fulfill our happiness and fulfill our needs in our life. Think about that. What happens if this glass is full? This is like 20 ounces, not too heavy. But if we are able to hold this for maybe 5 minutes and drink it, we enjoy it. Delicious. But if you ask me to hold this glass or bottle for the rest of the night, you know what? This bottle will become a burden on me. Not just my shoulder, my arms, but my heart and my mind. So sometimes you have to let go, regardless what we have in here. Full bottle, empty bottle, or whatever. Unless you are able to utilize some of these drinks at the time that we need it, or share with someone else that they may need it also, it has absolutely no value. Unless you drink it or use it, it's going to be waste. So why we want to keep something forever if we are not able to use it? And why not to enjoy it, share it, and find happiness with it? You think about that. I've seen a lot of multi-millionaires. They are very wealthy, but you don't see a lot of smile from them. And you know what? Smiling is the most precious thing in the world. In the meantime, it's priceless. It costs you nothing also. Just like this bottle of water. You can get it refilled at any time as long as you have a big heart and willing to losing it. Talk about losing your bottle of water. Unless you're losing something, you cannot find a new glass, new bottle, or after you drink it, you always find a new bottle or new container. Maybe bigger, better, right? So life is all about changing for the better. Holding on something is very important. But sometimes when this bottle is knocked down, or maybe after we finish drinking it, it's become empty, we have to understand and let go with that situation. Because we can, moving forward, to look for another bottle, create another jar, or refill the bottle with cleaner, better water, or soda, juice. We have to look at things from different perspective. That is the reason you have to make that choice about perspective. Because just like the wife said to the gentleman, why don't you chase a cap instead? That's her perspective. Right or wrong is not for us to determine, because everybody has their own perspective. When you are in hell, you are not willing to share your spoon with your neighbors, and that's your choice. But once one person of that group extend that spoon to their neighbors, you know what? Everybody went up to the heaven. You can make that difference. Share that spoon, that cup of water. See things from different perspective, from your perspective. not from other people's perspective. You have to interpret how you want to live your happy life. How do you want to share your gifts with your family and friends? Your kindness, your smile, your generosity, your helping hands? Well, sometimes if you can, material is not bad. But if you cannot afford it, that's understandable. Today, we have a lot of people under difficult situation due to the economy, due to losing a job, homes, you name it. Many people are facing a lot of obstacles nowadays. But we can share our kindness to them, and they also can share their smile with us. When we respect each other, when we care, when we show our shared responsibility of helping each other, this world is going to become a better place to live. Don't ever underestimate your power of generosity. Just a little smile, 3 smiles a day, that could open the door for you, your loved ones, and the people around you, and you are changing the world just by smiling 3 times a day. Why 3 times a day? First, when you get up in the morning, you have to smile to yourself. If you are not happy with yourself and accept who you are and understand your own situation and hoping for better, how can you share your love and share your smile with other people? So the first smile to yourself, either to the mirror or just talking within yourself and saying, yes, I'm happy today, I want to live happily, then you have a great beginning. People ask me, you wrote a book, Happy Life, T.S., and you must be one of the most happiest men on earth. Please be reminded, I'm just one of you. I'm just one of you, average person. It really doesn't make no difference if I write that book or not. But the difference is I understand life a little bit different because I see it from different angles. I understand that when you help others or receiving help, you find happiness. When you change your attitude from negative to positive, you have more positive energy to help others and help yourself to find happiness. When you are patient with your situation, you understand your circumstances better. You can overcome your fear, your obstacles, and your challenges with patience. Not only that, you can capture that opportunity with patience.